Hey everyone, welcome back to the Speak English podcast, your space to practice real English, improve your fluency, and enjoy the process while doing it.
Hi, David, and hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here again. It's always exciting to help more people feel comfortable and confident speaking English.
Absolutely. And today's episode is a big one. We're talking about something that secretly holds a lot of learners back. Translating everything in your head.
If you've ever felt stuck trying to find the right words while speaking, this episode is for you. We'll show you how to stop translating and start thinking in English.
Imagine being able to speak naturally without that mental pause, without converting every sentence from your native language. It's possible, and we'll show you how.
The tips we'll share today are simple, practical, and easy to use in your daily life. And once you apply them, your fluency can grow faster than you think.
So make sure you stick with us until the end. What you're about to learn can transform the way you think and speak in English.
And if you're serious about improving your English, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're here every week to guide your journey.
All right, let's jump in. First, let's talk about what this technique really is and why translating in your head is not helping you.
Great. Let's break it down step by step so everyone understands how to stop translating and start thinking in English naturally.
One of the biggest reasons English learners struggle with fluency is because they constantly translate every word and sentence in their head. This habit slows down their thinking and makes it harder to respond naturally in real conversations.
Exactly. When you translate word by word, you're not just thinking about what you want to say, you're also worrying about grammar, pronunciation, and sentence structure at the same time. That creates pressure and confusion, especially in spontaneous situations.
The technique we're talking about today is called thinking in English. It means training your brain to connect English words directly to ideas, emotions, and actions, instead of converting from your native language first.
This is not about perfection. It's about fluency. Thinking in English allows you to respond more quickly, sound more natural, and feel more confident when speaking because you're not getting stuck in the translation process.
Most fluent speakers don't stop to translate in their minds. They simply react, using language that comes from practice, exposure, and internal repetition. The more you train your brain to think directly in English, the more automatic your speech becomes.
And the beautiful part is that it's a skill anyone can develop. It doesn't matter how long you've been studying English. What matters is how you train your brain starting now, with real focus on using English as your main language of thought.
One reason this works so well is because it simplifies how your brain handles information. When you remove the step of translating, your brain has less work to do and can focus more on expression, tone, and meaning. That leads to better communication.
When you start thinking in English, you're creating new neural pathways in your brain. This change improves your memory, your reaction time, and your ability to express yourself clearly in different situations, whether formal or casual.
So the technique isn't just useful, it's powerful. It transforms the way you approach English entirely, making it feel like a real part of your thinking, not just something you study or memorize. It becomes something you live with and use naturally.
If you've been stuck trying to build sentences in your mind before speaking, this is your way out. Thinking in English gives you the freedom to speak with flow and confidence, and it all starts with small daily habits you can control.
Let's imagine you wake up in the morning. Instead of thinking, "What do I need to do today?" in your native language and then translating it, you can simply say to yourself in English, "I have to take a shower, eat breakfast, and get ready for work."
Exactly. It's not about speaking out loud every time. You can just say it in your mind. For example, when you're brushing your teeth, think, "I'm brushing my teeth." When you're making coffee, think, "I'm making coffee." That's real thinking in English.
You can also practice with everyday objects. If you see your phone, think phone. If you grab your keys, think keys. Every time you interact with something, say the word in English in your mind. It builds fast associations without translation.
Another way to practice is by describing what's happening around you. If you're walking down the street and it's hot, think, "It's really hot today." If you hear a loud noise, think, "That was a loud sound." The goal is to train your thoughts in real time.
Try using short, clear sentences as, "You go through your routine. I'm opening the window. I'm checking the time. I'm putting on my shoes." These are simple, natural ways to build fluency by thinking directly in English without translating first.
You can also use images. Instead of translations when you learn new vocabulary, let's say you learn the word cloud. Don't connect it to a word in your language. Instead, imagine.
If you enjoy watching videos or listening to podcasts in English, pause after a sentence and repeat it in your head. Then try saying it out loud, using the same tone and rhythm. This helps your brain get used to the natural way English sounds and flows.
Imagine a cloud in the sky. That visual connection is stronger and more natural. Talking to yourself is another powerful method. You don't need a conversation partner. Just ask questions like, "What do I want to eat?" or "What time is it?" and answer them in English. It may feel strange at first, but it builds quick thinking skills.
One exercise I love is to look around the room and describe what I see. There's a chair next to the table. The window is open. The floor is clean. It's simple, but doing it in English activates your brain to build phrases without stopping to translate.
You don't need hours to practice this. Just take 5 or 10 minutes a few times a day and use English to describe what you're doing, seeing, or feeling. With repetition, your brain starts to think in English naturally, and that's the goal.
When you start thinking in English, your brain begins to process the language faster. This means you'll respond more quickly in conversations, and you won't feel the pressure of building every sentence before speaking. It becomes more natural and automatic.
One amazing benefit is confidence. When you stop translating, you stop second-guessing yourself. You stop wondering, "Is this the right word?" or "Did I translate that correctly?" Your brain focuses on the message, not the mechanics of translation.
Thinking in English helps you sound more natural too. You'll use expressions the way native speakers do, with better rhythm, better word choice, and smoother flow. It won't sound robotic or forced. It will sound like real, fluent communication.
Another big advantage is that you'll make fewer grammar mistakes. That's because you'll be using sentence patterns directly from your listening and speaking practice, not translating structures from your native language that might not fit in English.
The less you translate, the more time and mental energy you save. You can focus on connecting with people, understanding their ideas, and expressing your own clearly, without the stress of building everything in your head before you speak.
And it's not just about speaking. Thinking in English also helps with listening. Because you're used to processing thoughts directly in English, your brain becomes faster at understanding what you hear, especially in real-life, fast conversations.
Many learners say they feel stuck or slow when they speak. But what they're really struggling with is overthinking. Once you stop translating and start thinking in English, you free yourself from that internal block and gain real fluency.
The technique also improves your vocabulary retention. When you use English words directly in your thoughts and daily routines, you remember them faster because they're connected to real-life experiences, not just isolated lists or definitions.
Another powerful benefit is emotional connection. When you think in English, you begin to feel in English too. You react, joke, agree, or express feelings more naturally. And that brings you closer to sounding like a true English speaker.
Most importantly, thinking in English makes learning more enjoyable. It removes fear and replaces it with curiosity. You begin to explore the language from the inside, not as a student, but as a speaker. And that mindset changes everything.
Step 1. Start small. Begin by naming objects around you in English as you see them. Look at your desk and think, pen, notebook, laptop, glass of water. Don't translate. Just identify what it is directly in English and repeat this every day.
Step 2. Describe your actions. As you go. Through your daily routine, think in short English sentences. For example, I'm brushing my hair, I'm making lunch, I'm sending an email. Speak them in your mind or whisper them softly as you go.
Step 3. Use your thoughts. Think in English even when you're not speaking. Ask yourself questions like, what do I need today? Or where am I going next? And answer them in English. This internal conversation helps build fluency naturally.
Step 4. Connect English to feelings. If you're tired, think, I feel tired. If you're excited, think, this is exciting. These connections are powerful because they attach English directly to your emotions, which makes the words stick better.
Step 5. Set a 5-minute timer. During that time, speak or think only in English. Describe your surroundings, your thoughts, or your plans. The goal is to train your brain to stay in English mode without slipping back into your native language.
Step 6. Shadow native speakers. Watch a short video, pause after each sentence, and repeat exactly what you heard. Same pronunciation, same rhythm. This exercise helps your brain get used to forming sentences naturally in real conversational patterns.
Step 7. Use visual memory. When you learn a new word, imagine a picture of it instead of translating it. For example, if you learn the word mountain, close your eyes and visualize a mountain. That image will reinforce the English word faster.
Step 8. Practice short dialogues with yourself. For example, ask, what time is it? And answer, it's almost 3. Then continue. What do I have to do? I need to finish my project. This type of mental practice builds quick thinking.
Step 9. Keep a mini diary. Every day, write 2 or 3 sentences in English about your day. Nothing complex, just things like, today I went to the store. It was crowded. I bought fruit. This habit helps you turn daily events into English thoughts.
Step 10. Stay consistent. Don't wait for the perfect moment or perfect sentence. Just start, even if it feels messy. The more you use English to think, the stronger and faster your brain will become at handling it without translation.
One of the most common mistakes learners make is waiting too long to speak because they want to say the sentence perfectly. That need for perfection creates hesitation and stress. It's better to speak simply and naturally than to wait for the perfect sentence.
Another mistake is constantly checking for translations. When learners hear or read a word, their first instinct is to translate it mentally. Instead, try to understand the word through context, images, or emotion. That's how real learning happens.
A lot of people also fall into the habit of memorizing isolated vocabulary lists without practicing those words in context. This makes it harder to think in English. Use new words in short sentences or daily thoughts to truly make them part of your thinking.
Comparing your progress to others can be very damaging. Some learners get discouraged when they feel slower than someone else. But fluency is personal. Focus on your growth, your efforts, and your habits. Small progress every day leads to big results.
Another mistake is depending too much on subtitles or translations while watching videos. This stops your brain from training itself. Try watching without subtitles first. Force your brain to guess meaning from tone, visuals, and repeated words.
Some learners give up too quickly. They try thinking in English for a few days and feel it's not working. But fluency takes time and repetition. Just like going to the gym, your brain needs daily practice to build strength in a new language.
Speaking too fast? Without. Thinking is also a common issue. Some people try to sound fluent by rushing, but end up making more mistakes and losing clarity. Fluency is not speed, it's confidence and flow. It's okay to pause and speak calmly.
Another thing to avoid is mentally translating complex grammar. Structures. If you overthink grammar while speaking, you'll get stuck. Focus on using simple, correct sentences. Fluency grows with use, not with silent analysis during conversation.
Also, don't ignore your thoughts. Many learners wait until they're in class or talking to someone to activate their English. But thinking in English during your daily life is where the real progress happens. Practice when you're alone, too.
Finally, don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of the process. If you say something wrong, it's okay. Every error is a lesson. The more you use English, the more natural it becomes, and the fewer mistakes you'll make over time.
Here's a challenge for you. For the next 24 hours, every time you interact with an object, think of its name in English. Don't say it in your language. Just look at it and think the word in English. It could be mirror, shoe, fork, bag, or door.
To make it stronger, speak the words out loud if you can. For example, when you grab your bag, say bag. When you drink water, say water. Saying the words out loud helps your brain build faster and stronger connections to real-life objects.
Take 5 minutes tonight to describe your evening routine in English. Even if you're tired, try thinking, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm getting ready for bed. I'm turning off the lights. Simple thoughts, no translation, just direct English.
If you're walking or commuting, use that time to mentally describe what's around you in English. The bus is full. People are walking fast. The sky is cloudy. This trains your mind to observe and think in English in real-time situations.
Want to make it even more fun? Use your phone's voice recorder and talk for 1 minute in English about what you see, what you feel, or what you're doing. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak freely and listen to your progress later.
Another great practice idea is to write down 3 short sentences about your day every evening. Keep it simple. Today was busy. I made lunch at home. It rained in the afternoon. This habit trains your mind to reflect in English.
If you're someone who likes lists, write a to-do list in English tomorrow. Even if it's just buy groceries, call mom, finish report. You're forcing your brain to plan and organize thoughts directly in English, and that's powerful.
For visual learners, put sticky notes on a few objects around your room with their names in English. Every time you see them, say the word in your mind. After 2 days, remove the notes, but keep saying the words when you see the objects.
Give yourself permission to practice in small moments. While waiting in line or brushing your teeth, think of 5 words in English related to your day. It could be meeting, coffee, traffic, rain, music. Build the habit of quick thinking.
Choose one of these challenges and commit to it today. The more consistent you are with these small exercises, the faster your brain will stop relying on translation and start thinking like an English speaker. Tiny steps, big results.
Today, we explored a powerful shift that can change the way you use English forever. Thinking in English instead of translating everything in your head. It's not magic, it's habit, and it's totally possible for anyone with the right mindset and practice.
We showed you how to train your brain using simple exercises throughout your day, like describing your actions, naming objects, and practicing short phrases internally. These daily steps are the key to building fluency naturally, one thought at a time.
We also talked about the biggest mistakes that hold people back, like waiting for perfect sentences, translating vocabulary too often, or giving up too soon. Now you know how to avoid those traps and stay on track with real, effective
And we gave you
learning.
an easy challenge you can start today. Because the best way to change how you think is through consistent, simple action. You don't need long study sessions. You just need to be intentional with how you use your thoughts every day.
If you made it all the way to this point, you're clearly serious about becoming fluent in English. So here's what we want you to do. Type the word think in the comments. That will show us you're committed and ready to grow.
And don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and subscribe to the Speak English podcast. We release new episodes every week to help you speak English with confidence, clarity, and joy, without fear or overthinking.
Also, if you know someone who's struggling with translating every sentence in their head, share this episode with them. You might be the reason they finally unlock real fluency. One share can make a big difference.
Thank you so much for listening and practicing with us today. Keep going, keep growing, and remember, every time you think in English, you're one step closer to speaking fluently. See you next time on the Speak English podcast.